Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down. Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sparks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A first down for the offense. Quick release by the QB. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Getting some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to get the corner. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, it's Sparks. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field, on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Guys, sometimes they call this hidden yardage, and the punt return man set them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
On the run, it's Murray. Shakes off the tackler. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Runs through the tackle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Texas State 10, Georgia State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Get set, get set.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Going to the running game.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Panthers are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sparks. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense set for a 1st down play. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they get him down.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
Texas State, 19. Georgia State, 7.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They
just steamrolling the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Brock. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Now that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
A third and long coming up here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk.
Intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Murray. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it. 1st and goal from the 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Turns it loose deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're...
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panther!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas State, 19.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on them.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas State, 27.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set up and then getting upfield.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass. I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard, quick, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for them.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On second down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Going up top on first down. A strike downfield. Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Texas State, 34.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Tackled immediately after the catch. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And now on second down for this offense. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Immediately fires to the middle. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. With the catch, it's Jenkins. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fast motion from the offense. They want to just keep throwing it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 2nd and 10 here. They want to run it left here. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Might be looking to run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice. Feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Tackled after picking up the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On the option, running with power, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. The throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Power football with the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture. Post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And I just love how tight ends are used nowadays. They don't just line them up on the line anymore and say, go play ball. Move him all over the field. He can catch the football. He's a matchup nightmare. Continue to exploit him. Continue to move him around. That's why that dude has over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Moves away as he feels pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all.
Wow. I can't believe that just happened, bro.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Georgia State 43, Texas State 34.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick and what is likely their last gasp in this game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to get outside.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again.
Good game, man.
Take a knee on this
That pick messed me up, dog.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to surge it in.
What? Man, come on, bro. I'm so sick of this game, dog.
knows what I can do.